Is your pain acute or chronic? How to tell the difference? Hello there. Here at the Pain Center, we often see people coming in and struggle to understand whether the pain they're currently experiencing is a new pain or an old pain. However, when it comes to acute pain, this pain is normally because of an injury or trauma that you've had to your body. This could either be a burn, a muscle tear, or some form of tear anywhere within your body that can basically lead to inflammation that starts to stir up, that also influences and increases your pain. On the other hand, when it comes to chronic pain, there is no recent injury or recent inflammation. This is usually as a result of previous trauma that have just left hidden issues within your body that have currently been influencing and creating the pain that you're feeling there here today. Okay, if you think about it, this pain is more like an unwanted house pest that tends to come and go with the seasons, eventually always returning and always often with more friends than before. And a lot of the time people end up treating these house pests with temporary house killers like insecticides, but these usually most of the time don't address the root cause and the root problem of the pain. In our case, all the previous trauma that have basically led to you experiencing the pain here today. On the other hand, with chronic pain, this is a pain that has not been linked to any recent injury or any recent trauma, but more often than not is caused by long lost trauma that you had years to even months ago that have basically resulted and left hidden problems within your body that are currently causing your pain today. If you think about it, this pain is more often than not like you having an insect infestation where the insects come and go with the seasons, always returning and often than not with more insect buddies than before. Okay, eventually these insect buddies stay all year long, don't go away no matter what you do. Some people end up having to resort to using insect killers, which is more of a temporary solution to the problem, but don't address the root cause and the root problem as to why those insects have moved in the first place. It's easy to assume that your pain is acute, especially if you're feeling like really horrible right now here today at this very moment. More often than not, in our experience, what we see is that these pains have been there long before you've experienced them there now. They just usually weren't as bad, but then gradually over time have just worsened to the point where you are here today, experiencing some really horrible pain. If you are tired of these quick fix solutions and want a permanent resolution and healing to your pain, come see a pain specialist today at the Pain Center.